there is new information about a possible release date for CS2, or at least a big update that is coming to the game. This information that I'm about to share with you guys is actually legit, it checks out and it does make sense, and it is divided into two pieces of information. So let's start with the first one. So the first one comes from a Discord Q&A that was done with Rez and Brolin. If you don't know, Rez and Brolin are two professional CSGO players for NIP, and Brolin was asked on the Discord, do you think that IEM Cologne should be CS2? To which he replied, yes it will. And the first thing you'd think looking at this is that he might be making this up, it might just be a troll, he might not know what he's talking about, and that's also what I thought. However, I did find an article that checks out with Brolin's information. This is an article where an official source from ESL said that IEM Cologne 2023 might become the first big event based on Counter-Strike 2, and that they are cautiously optimistic that the event will be playing in Counter-Strike 2 instead of CSGO. Now, this is big information because this is two different sources saying the exact same thing. If you look at IEM Cologne, we can see that it starts on July 27th. So what this would mean is that Counter-Strike 2 would be released before the event, so it would have to be released before July 27th, which is like 1 month and a half from now. These are the first clues we have about a possible release date, but this is not the only information. As I told you before, I have two pieces of information that I will share with you, and this was the first one. Now the second one is also very interesting and it is brand new. This just happened a few hours before I'm recording the video. So this guy named Killa posted this on his Twitter. So Valve Software updated their HackerOne policy this morning to make CSGO reports out of scope, meaning any vulnerabilities reported are useless and won't be looked into. Maybe something is cooking. And he attached this image of the HackerOne website. If you don't know, HackerOne is like a company that is responsible for handling cheating reports and hacking reports, and they work with CSGO, but in this screenshot we can see that effective as of 14th of June 2023, CSGO is out of scope for new reports. Reports for CS2 limited test are currently out of scope. So what does this mean exactly? This means that after the 14th of June, this company will no longer look into CSGO reports. And if you look at this for a second, there is no apparent reason for the company to stop working with CSGO reports and for Valve to not care about CSGO reports anymore, unless CS2 was going to be released or unless CS2 was about to be released. Because obviously, if CS2 is close to being released, Valve will not care about anything related to cheating or hacking within CSGO, because why would they spend their resources and their time working against CSGO cheating if CS2 is about to be released? So the information that we can take from this is that CS2 could be released on the 14th of June, or at least be released close to this time. Maybe a week after, maybe 2 weeks after, but should be a short span of time, because in that time Valve will not be looking into CSGO reports. The interesting thing is that this is not the only information we have about this date, the date being 14th of June. So before this was known, before HackerOne announced that they would not be looking into CSGO reports anymore, there has been some rumors in the CSGO community, more specifically in the Chinese community, about a big update coming to CS2 on the 14th of June. And these reports in the Chinese community come from a forum with very known and very trustworthy data miners. Sadly, I could not find the original post where this has happened. I just seen people talking about it on Twitter. Obviously, take these leaks from the Chinese community with a grain of salt, because they might be false, but the thing is that they check out because they started showing up before this HackerOne news, so they might be onto something. Either way, the best information that we have right now about a possible release date for CS2 is that it might come before IEM Cologne, and there's a good chance that there's a big update on the 14th of June or somewhere around that time. But keep in mind that at the end of the day we're still talking about Valve, and we have to take into account Valve time, because it is a real thing, and if they said that the game would be released on summer, there's always a good chance that it comes out in the literal last day of summer or even after. That's pretty much it for the video. If I missed out something, if you know anything else about the CS2 release date, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.